Alright, look, I'm back. I'm finna do another video on this shit about people who not true to themselves. And I'm finna show a visual, like I'm finna visually show you. I wrote this shit down on paper. And I'm gonna show you this shit on paper on how this shit work. So we're gonna look at this shit. Alright, come on. Fuck. Alright. Damn it, how I'm gonna do this shit? Alright. Wait a minute. Alright, so look. This one is gonna be the people who are not true to themselves. Alright, look. What you need to understand is you are not the flesh, you are not the physical. You are the soul. The soul is the soul is you. You see this gray part right here? You're the fucking soul. You're not. Look at this outline right here. You see the black? Look at that as the physical. You are not the physical. So stop trying to go out and borrow this fancy ass shit. Stop trying to go out and borrow this fucking dumb ass shit. And just be your fucking self. You are the soul. You ain't none of that shit you putting on. You might as well just go out and go buy some khakis or some shit. Because you are not the soul. And if you're a girl, you might as well go out and, I don't know what the fuck y'all wear, but just understand this. You are not the body. You are the soul. Alright. The soul is you and yourself. The soul is you. The soul is, like how I said, the soul has all your DNA, aka like things from past lives and things of that nature. The more deep you in your soul you go, the more you know about yourself. Now, if you're a person who don't connect with yourself, and the more you don't connect with yourself, the more you lose touch with your soul. Now look, and yourself, aka yourself. Now look. All right, not being true to your soul equals not being real equals a snake. Now, snakes, this is why you get people who say people are snakes. Because snakes are creatures, aka reptilians, with no emotions. Snakes have no emotions, so every time you see them out on the Animal Channel or some shit, they always like, they get around the play and just squeeze the shit out of it. So snakes have no emotions. So if you ain't got your soul, then of course you are not gonna have no emotions. So when you do some fuck nigga shit, this is what's gonna happen. So since you have no emotions and that relates to the soul, this is what happened. They would do fake stuff and feel like they did nothing wrong. You ever had a person who did some green ass or some fucked up shit to you, and it was so fucked up where they felt like they didn't do nothing wrong? Like if you a guy, the dude probably told your girl that you was fucking with all these hoes or something, and he felt like he did nothing wrong, like he can still be cool with you. Or if you a girl, this bitch probably done said some fucked up shit about you on Instagram, and then she's still in your face like she ain't did nothing wrong. And then that's how you should know that this is a snake you dealing with, and you need to get away from these motherfuckers. Now look, one thing, like I said earlier, you are not the body, you are the soul. So everybody need to connect with their soul and have some alone time. See, you can tell a snake because they can't be by themselves. They never can be by themselves because they don't know themselves. So they always gotta latch on and be around people and things of that nature because they don't know themselves. All right, that's another disclaimer we need to get out the way. You don't need to be a rapper to lose your soul. Niggas out here losing their soul for free and shit. So I mean, the difference between a rapper losing their soul and the difference between you losing your soul is that, like, a rapper losing their soul, then okay, that's like way harder to get back. Like, nigga, like if you average person and you in high school and you just following the crowd and you lose your soul, then okay, you can get your soul back. All you gotta do is just connect with yourself. Now, most people don't know how to connect with themselves. Now, if it gets to a point where like it's too many things going on, you got jobs, responsibilities, this, that, and the third, then you may never find your soul, my nigga. You may never find your soul, bruh. And if you're a rapper, then I don't know. That's a whole nother shit. But I feel like it's way more harder if you're a rapper to get your soul back. These are certain ways to lose your soul: following the crowd, aka following the fucking pack, aka following the trends and all that other shit. Caring what people think of you when your soul is saying something else. So you may be you may want to do your hair a certain way if you're a girl, but you care too much about like everybody else wearing lace fronts, but you want to wear braids. But you like, I'm gonna go ahead and wear some lace fronts. Then you not being true to yourself, cause in your soul telling you, I want to wear motherfucking lace fronts, but your ass want to put in braids. Your soul telling you I want to wear braids, but since everybody else got on lace fronts, aka following the crowd, you put on some motherfucking lace fronts. You not, so that's how I know. See, you following the crowd. You gotta get up out that shit, man. Get up out that shit, girl. If you a nigga, you care about what people think. Then you know what I'm saying. Go ahead and handle that. Stop caring about what people think. Copying others, being something you're not, and then we can use this as forcing yourself upon something you not. So if you a nigga and you listening to all this rap music and shit, and you going out in the world and you thinking you the shit, huh? You thinking you the shit. You out here sagging. You out here buying all this dumbass shit, Ethica. When all the rappers and shit can buy that shit, but you can't buy that shit. So this ends up with you being, aka, I mean, this don't got nothing to do with it, but I'm gonna just bring this in here. This make you all broke and shit, cause you trying to keep up with the Joneses and shit. So that's some dumbass shit. That's why I say you might as well go ahead and wear some motherfucking khakis and shit. That's some stupid ass shit. Just wasting your money on clothes and shit. That shit dumb as fuck. But copying others, trying to force yourself upon something you not. Niggas trying to force themselves upon being a street nigga when there is no such thing as a street nigga. It's all about just being real. It's all about being you. Everybody trying to be something they fucking not nowadays. I guess that's the trend, but we finna get everybody back though. Cause it's all we finna pull it. I'm finna pull everybody back. All right, now look. Being around people 24/7. If you're a person and you're around a lot of people, I mean, and yeah, you're around a lot of people all the time, then more than likely you're gonna end up losing your soul. Now, it's okay to be around people, but sometimes you need space. I'm not talking about just you alone at nighttime. I'm talking about you during the day or taking a day, not trying to be around people, not even a day, maybe even like a week or something, because some of y'all niggas need a whole year to y'all selves, because y'all are so damn lost. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but y'all be so lost and shit like that. So some of y'all need a year of no contact. God damn. But being around people 24/7 is another way to lose your soul. Let me see what I put over here. Now, these real people, these most likely real people. The one thing I had noticed too, the realest people you will meet don't give a fuck about clothes, bro. And got like the best personality and shit. Like, bro, that's how you low-key can kind of tell. I'm not saying a person who buy clothes a lot is a snake, but I'm saying like you can put them under the radar of being like if they always buying clothes of like not having a soul. Now if you know they a generally good person, then you don't be like, okay, they a snake. But I mean, like, if you can tell by the way they move and what they do and the shit they buy, they always at the mall 24/7, then you can tell that's a shallow person, because they always worrying about the physical and they never taking care of their own needs and shit. Like a girl, she always going to the mall. She going to the mall, was worrying about Victoria's Secret's pink, all this other shit, makeup. Then you can tell, okay, yeah, you can look on the shit on Instagram. You can tell this girl is shallow. She has no personality. Now, a nigga who always worrying about being fly, you can tell this nigga probably ain't got no personality. Cause alright, but anyway, we can keep moving. I'm trying to keep this short. To get in touch with your soul, you need to spend time alone. Don't follow the crowd and do what you want to do. And stop, like, if you want to do something, don't stop what you want to do because the crowd say do this. Like, fuck the culture, man. Hey, man, but I'm out there. Fuck the culture.